Hey horror fans, once again it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. First of all, I want to thank all the mothers out there. Please have a safe and happy Mother's Day. Stay safe, but still appreciate all the mothers out there who do all the hard work. So I hope you have a good day today, and once again, please stay safe. And now let's get on to the movie review that I'm going to do today for Mother's Day, and that is Z. Yes. Now, Z is a 2019 supernatural horror movie. It was directed by Brandon Christensen. It was written by him and his writing partner, Colin Minahan. I think I pronounced that right. The movie stars Keegan Kyle Tracy, Jet Kyle Klin, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Seth Rogerson, and character actor Stephen McHattie. Now, this movie has a simple plot. A family find themselves terrorized by their 8-year-old son's imaginary friend. Yes, that's what this movie is about. Now, most of us, not everyone, most of us, when we were little, we had an imaginary friend, and when we were little, basically would help us cope with some of the issues we had as children, such as dealing with bullies, loneliness, abuse, or even having nightmares. I mean, even my brother and I, we had imaginary friends growing up. When we get into trouble, we blame our imaginary friend, said, hey, it did that or it did that. I didn't do that. That was John or Sally. Hoping our parents would believe us and we wouldn't get into trouble. That's what we have here with Brandon Christensen's latest movie, simply called Z. Now, the setup is simple here. We have the Parsons, Kevin, Elizabeth, and their son Joshua. They seem to be a very typical happy family until Beth receives a call from the school that Josh attends. Apparently, he's been expelled because he's been a very, very bad kid. Josh said it wasn't him, it was his friend, an imaginary friend that he calls Z. Now, things get worse for the Parsons as weird shit starts to happen, mainly around Josh, and anything bad happens, he simply blames Z for it, saying Z did it. Now, I don't believe he ever had an imaginary friend as dangerous, as deadly as Z is, but he's definitely dangerous, and he is deadly. And that's what the film focuses. It's most of the film focuses is around the relationship between Beth and her son, and Kevin, her husband Kevin, and dealing with this imaginary friend named Z. Now, one of the good things I liked about this movie is how Brandon and his writing partner Colin Manahan set up the story. We have a very happy couple. You know, Beth and Kevin. They're very happy. They look like a very happy couple. A nice and innocent looking boy named Joshua, who they call Josh, and live in a very luxurious house. You can't get a nice, happy family like this setup is here. There is simply no way nothing can go wrong with this lovely looking family, but it does, and it does this in spades. Another good thing about this movie that it is paced very well. Brandon doesn't rush into the story. He takes his time, letting the audience get to know the Parsons. Even when Josh lets Beth and Kevin know about Z, they take it as a way of Josh's coping with any anxiety he was having. You know how it is when kids have an imaginary friend. They expect for you to set a plate, a plate of food, and water for the imaginary friend. You know, don't forget to feed Josh. Josh doesn't like that. There's certain things that the imaginary friend doesn't like. There's certain ways that their food has to be prepared. They do all this in this movie, and just makes the movie more believable when that particular part of the story happens. And I like that aspect of the movie. Now, obviously, the pace and the tone starts to change when the weird shit starts happening. And Beth actually starts to believe that maybe Z is real because some creepy shit happens. And all of a sudden, things happen, and Beth's, I think Z is real. This is where Keenan Common Tracer, fans of The Magician will remember her, really gives Beth the fear and the frustration that the mother should be having when dealing with something like this. And she does a pretty good job. You can see the frustration in her face. You can see the trouble that she has. She can't believe her son can't be this bad. And she wants to believe that he's telling the truth. We feel for Beth, and we hope that she can survive the trauma that is happening to her and to Josh. Now, I don't know what it is with creepy looking children, but Jeff Klein does an excellent job as Josh. Mainly because he's such an innocent looking boy, the way he portrays Josh. You can't believe he's capable of doing anything bad. There are some scenes where he looks very nice and innocent, and there's some other scenes where he looks creepy. He delivers his lines very well without being annoying. And that's what I liked about child actors. As long as they can portray the characters without being annoying, it really helps the film. It's his relationship with Beth and his friendship with Z what drives the film. No, Sean Rogerson plays it straight as Kevin. He believes that there's nothing wrong with Josh. He just thinks he's just an ordinary boy that's going through certain phases, despite his efforts to keep secrets from Beth. This adds to the frustration for both parents, and I like how Brandon added this element to the story. It makes it more believable when we see how Josh's actions are driving a wedge in their relationship. That makes it more believable. Now, Beth has other issues as well, like dealing with her sick mother, and she has an alcoholic sister too. I didn't mind that particular part. However, the film does take a left turn when the secret of Beth's is revealed. And I won't say what it is. I'm pretty sure if you've seen the film, you know what it is. Now, I don't know why Brandon decided to go in this direction. And I believe when that happens, it sort of drags the film a bit, kind of takes away what we've been experiencing throughout the film. And all of a sudden, he throws this monkey wrench in here, and it's like, wait a minute, where did this come from? It's good to add the element in because it's support. It gives the film more suspense. But then he decides to take it into another direction. And it takes away the momentum that the film was having at that time. Now, I love how Brandon utilizes Z in this picture. Well, now some horror movies that involve scary imaginary friends would simply just show the entity early just to scare the audience. Brandon decides to keep Z in the shadows. Now it could be for budget reasons, but Brandon shows how effective a scary entity like Z can be without being seen. We get some glimpses of him, and I love the actor's faces when he does make an appearance. Yes, Z can be scary when he needs to be, and I love that aspect of the film. Now, don't expect any blood or gore in this one, as Brandon uses the actors and the stories to set up the atmosphere in this one. There is an part of the movie where obviously it's CGI fire and it looks very fake. It's unbelievable. And obviously they did a poor job in presenting that particular fire. But he doesn't use cheap jump scares, and he does create scenes that include tensions and suspense. So, yeah, we don't see the creature at all. We don't see the entity. We only see Z in certain aspects of him throughout the film. But Brandon uses the actors and the setting and some of the scenes that create tension and suspense. So you don't have to rely on CGI effects or practical effects. So it would have been better if he used practical effects at times. But the fact that he didn't, it shows you how good of a director he is and how good the writing was to create the type of suspense and tension needed for this film. Overall, despite the film falling flat and doing a 180-degree turn during the third act, it's a decent horror movie with good acting from the cast, and we do have some frightening moments in the film. Let's just hope that you don't have an imaginary friend like Z, because he is creepy and deadly. So, I'm going to give Z 3 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Let me get Z 3 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. I truly did enjoy this movie, despite the film falling flat a bit in the third act, but it didn't take away my enjoyment of the film. So there you have it. That's my review of Z. Have you guys seen Z? I believe it's on Shudder. If you can watch it, if you have watched it, leave your comments on the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Z. So that's my video for the day, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Plus, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Also, all my social media links will be in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember, horror rules. I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.
What's your favorite